Makeup channel. Welcome to our first tutorial video with my lovely model Victoria, and we're going to do a couple of different looks. We are going to do a natural glamorous day look that you can wear to the office, and then we're going to amp it up a little bit to make it great for night. So stay tuned. Before you add any type of product to your face, you want to make sure that your canvas is great and prepped. So what that means is moisturizer. First, before we start moisturizing, we're actually going to go with a cleansing, and I've got these cleansing cloths, but obviously if you're at home, you can use a really great emollient cleanser. Your cleanser is going to matter on the kind of skin that you have. So if you have an oilier textured skin, then you want to use something that's going to be more catered to the oily skin so that it'll take some of the oils out so that you won't be as oilier during the day. These are just some really great cleansing cloths. I love cleansing cloths because they're just convenient. You can, have them beside your bed and just take your makeup off. Always take your makeup off. And you can just take it off, before you go to bed and, call it a day. Because if you leave that product on the skin overnight, it's going to clog up the pores. And that is what causes bumps and breakouts and some of that unsightly things that we don't want to see on our skin. So you definitely want to make sure that you're taking off your makeup at night. And then we are going to move into the moisturizer. Again, just like your cleanser, the moisturizer is going to depend on what type of skin you have. Because obviously, if you have oily skin, you don't want a moisturizer that's going to add a lot of oils to the skin. Because that's just going to increase the oil production in your skin. This moisturizer that I'm using is a really nice emollient moisturizer, and the moisturizer also really helps with the makeup application because it's going to provide a really smooth canvas to work with. Use a lip balm, and you can do this before you apply your lipstick or lip gloss, or a lot of women just like to wear it alone, just as a nice sheer gloss onto the lips. But the key to good makeup is great skincare. So you definitely want to make sure that you're always taking care of your skin, no matter how little or how much makeup you wear. Now that you've prepped your face, you put on the moisturizer, you've addressed any skin concerns that you might have as far as skincare goes, now you're ready for the application. So we're going to start out with concealer. This particular brand of concealer is a favorite amongst professional makeup artists. Beyonce's makeup artist for the movie Dreamgirls actually used this concealer, which is called Amazing. It's from Amazing Cosmetics. We're actually using this in a deep golden. It's really going to complement her skin tone. And you're just going to bring it right under the eye. And you want to get as close to the lash line as you can. And just remember to blend, blend, blend. And this is a really great formula. A little bit really does go a long way on this one. Now you can apply your concealer with a brush, or you can apply your concealer with your hands. You really just kind of want to pat it on, not rub it, because you don't want to move the product around a lot. You just really want it to go and set with the skin. It's kind of like this little triangle that you're forming underneath the eye area. So next will be foundation. So we're going to go in, and I'm actually using a cream-based foundation. This is Black Opal, which is a really great product for African American skin tones. It really has the warmer colors that are in our skin, and it's really going to just have a really nice matte finish. But the creamier texture really blends in with the skin. A lot of people are often asking, well, why do I use a cream or do I use a liquid? And it's really just preference, which one that you prefer to work with the most. But I find that creamier ones are going to give you a more full coverage. They're also going to be easier to work with. They often come in sticks or pans, which is something that you could carry in your purse on the go with you. You want to come in on the lids so that you're covering any dark areas or any kind of veins that might be showing in that area. So you just want to make sure that you covered everything, and like I said, what I really like about this formula is just a little bit goes a long way, and it's really inexpensive, and it's going to last you for a while. So this is a great one, worthy of checking out. Next, you want to set it with a powder. And I'm just using the brush because it's going to give an even application, because sometimes some women have problems with the product building up in certain areas. My brush is shedding a little bit, and that happens. But also by doing this, you have a lot more control. And I also put some foundation around the neck, and this is what will keep you from looking like you've got one shade here, really light in photos, and then your neck is a different color, because your neck doesn't get a lot of sunlight. So you definitely want to sometimes bring that foundation down, and you want to make sure that you're matching your face and your neck. You want to make sure that they are going to the same place, so to speak. I actually stole that line from one of my favorite makeup artists, Steph Arts. So I have to give credit where credit is due. So now that we've done our foundation and concealer, we're going to come in and do the brows. I like to do the brows first just because the brows really frame the face. And so it allows me to kind of see where we're going, see what we're working with. So you can do the brows, whenever you choose to, but I just find that it just is a great starting place for me. So what we're doing to fill in the brows is I'm just using a powder, which is an eyeshadow, just a very deep brown eyeshadow, and just kind of feathering it. You want to deposit most of the color at the bottom, and then just kind of brush it through. And it's okay if we're depositing a little bit more color, because I'm going to go back through with a brow brush to really give it a natural look. So just come back through with the brow brush, and this is what's really going to make them natural and soft. Soften that powder that we added. This is my neutral palette that I use. What we're going to start out with is we're going to start out with a really nice light color, something that's going to be complementing to your skin. I'm just going to put this on the base of the lids. So you start right up against the lash line. And just patting the color on, working your way upward towards the crease, but keeping the most of the impact of the color right up against the lash line. And then you'll do that again on the other lid. Depositing most of the color against the lash line, and then kind of moving upward. And this is a great, just kind of neutral color. Just going to give you a really good day look. This is a deep brown here. We're going to use this in her crease. This is really great for deeper skin tones. This is a great crease color. And your crease color is only there to accentuate the natural shape of your brow. And what I'm using is a fluffy brush, It's a very narrow fluffy brush, which really allows us to focus and hone in right in that crease area without depositing any product anywhere else that we don't want it. And you can always build on color without adding another color. I'm just kind of going in again because I want to deepen this area that's right above her pupil. And this is really going to make her eye just really pop when she opens it, along with some other things that we're going to do too. And now we're bringing that same deeper brown color into the crease, just right in this kind of outer V that's on the eye. And just kind of working it with the same fluffy brush. And then we're going to come back and do the same thing on the other eye. Building on the same color. So all we've used are 2 shades here. And open. And you can see the difference on how that's just kind of accentuated her eyes, brought them out, and we've only used 2 shadow colors. And what you want to do with mascara to really get more bang for your buck is go as close to the lash line as you can and wiggle at the base. I'm using a nice neutral brown here. This is actually Cork by MAC, which is one of my personal favorites, and I'm sure it's the favorite amongst many. And because it's a really gray, just rich brown that really blends into the natural color of the lip. And I noticed that a lot of women don't use lip liner because they think it's a hassle, but I think lip liner is really great because it's going to help define the lips. It's also going to help your color to stay longer because you've got this layer that's underneath your lipstick or your lip gloss. And again, this is going to be a really great 3-dimensional lip that just is really going to catch all the attention that you're really wanting to. And it's still a great just day look. So we're just going to dab this really soft pink on here, and we can always dab the excess onto our hands, just to make sure that we're not adding too much product, because you can always build on the color. So we're just going to pop this onto the apples of her cheeks here.